Huge night in the Champions League tonight. But we'll focus on our game for now. We'll break down the other ones in a minute. But Arsenal, big win against Bayern Munich. 3-1 win in the end. I'm watching the games now, and it's time, guys. It's time. We're bringing out the shades. Because we're on holiday mode right now. We're on holiday mode. Arsenal, you're scaring me, yeah? You know, when you got to picnic them, they're reaching their full potential. This is what it is. It's scary. But they're becoming, I'm watching this game, and 2 years ago when we're playing Bayern Munich, I'm worried. I'm worried that can we get a result today? I'm even before the game, I'm happy to throw the game just for the Chelsea game. And my team had other ideas. They turn up at the weekend against Tottenham. They turn up today, and it could have been a lot worse for Bayern Munich. I just hope we can complete the 3 games and beat Chelsea at the weekend. But let's just say how it is. Arsenal are on fire, and they're making it look easy right now. They're making the best team in Europe, bar us. And this was going to be the matchup that everyone's kind of looking at, going, oh, okay, let's see how these sides fare against each other. We absolutely battered them. And I don't want to hear any other way of saying it. We battered them. And all the stats point towards that. Yes, they had spells of possession and chances. But if we actually look at the chances, they had 8 shots, only 2 on target. We had 12 shots, 8 on target. So we can do all that. But it's game time now, yeah? Arsenal are serious. Serious, yeah? This is going to send shockwaves. And I know there were some other big results, which we will talk about. But this one is going to go under the radar. But this one's the one everyone's going to go, hold on a minute. They handled Bayern Munich. Everyone was chatting about Elise. Oh, he scored 2 and assisted 3 in the Farmers League at the weekend. Where am there this weekend? Where am there today, sorry? Nowhere. Didn't touch us. It was Gnabry that unlocked the goal. And let's start from the beginning, because in the opening 5 minutes, they had a good spell of possession, sort of the ball from us. Yeah. Trying to drown out the crowd. The crowd wasn't the most lively today, but like I said, I think all Arsenal fans thought the same. I don't really mind about this game. I don't really mind about it. It's the Chelsea game that's the more important one, because we're doing so well in the Champions League. We can afford to lose one or draw one. So they had their spell of possession. Then after that, we started ticking. And I keep saying it. We're not out of third gear yet. And I will keep saying it until I see better performances. We're not out of third gear yet, guys. We're really not. And then we're still making these teams look meaty. And so we go into after that first 5 minutes. Then we start ticking. We start dominating. And the first goal, it's typical Arsenal. So, we can't score set pieces without Gabriel, and that's all we do. And let's not forget, Trossard had a great opportunity to chip Neuer, and he played it wide. I think that's what Neuer commands a lot of respect in that box from strikers and attacking players, because he will go through you. He does not care. So I think that's why Trossard sort of dinked it and he sort of mishit it. But then again, we started to get a lot of set pieces, and then Saka throws a ball in from the corner, and Neuer's flapping around pushing players, and he gets his positioning all wrong, and Timber, one of the shortest guys in the box, just knocks it over him. Easy as that. And you could tell he was Neuer was frustrated by it. He wanted the foul. It wasn't coming. Then we started to tick a bit more. And then we get to the Eze chance. And I will give a shout out to Moreno. He was brilliant today. And I think he really thrives in this role with Eze. And I think we might see that more with our strikers, where Eze can play forward and Eze can play an attacking midfield. Moreno can play up front, but he can also drop in midfield as an attacking midfielder, but also a defensive midfielder. And he's dinking the ball around a little bit. A couple of them were stray, but he was moving that ball and he was shipping it into good areas. And I wasn't sure how it's going to work out. And all the people that were hating on that 3 in midfield, kind of included me, but I wasn't really that bothered about it. The midfield of Rice, Moreno, and Zubimendi, that's what we were looking for. The missing piece in that was probably Eze, because you can swap that around. Okay, move on to a more attacking sort of threat. Either or. But we get to the Eze chance where he plays in Eze. It was a nice touch from Eze initially, and then Moreno gets the ball. He just slides it into him, and Eze completely mishits it. And I think that goes back to the Neuer thing, what I was saying, where strikers and attacking players are actually scared of Neuer because he will come out, and he comes out a lot to clear up. So I think maybe that was it. Eze will be kicking himself for that one, of course. But it wasn't his best moment, should we say. He didn't have an awfully great game, but he was involved in, I think what it was, after the weekend, Bayern Munich said, we got to lock off Eze. And they kind of did, but then they left other players alone. And one of those was Moreno. He wasn't given enough respect, so they left him alone, and he was dictating play a little bit. Not saying Eze had a bad game. He had a good game. He was looking lively. It's just that he was locked up a little bit, and he had that one opportunity that people were going to look at and go, you should have put that in the back of the net. Then we come to their goal. It was a little bit of Skelly. Skelly, for me, he should have got more minutes against Tottenham to get this rust out of him. And he was caught in no man's land, ball watching. Gnabry, a ball over the top. Gnabry just pinches it in the box, and the young 17-year-old for Bayern Munich pops it in the back of net. Easy goal. And then after that, for the second half, for the first half after their first goal, we looked really nervous and suspect. We couldn't get into our rhythm. Then Trossard goes down with an injury, another injury. As we get Madueke back, another player goes down. Hopefully it's not too bad, but he goes down. He didn't look like he could continue. And after that, we kind of we looked a bit suspect. We looked like we were lost for ideas. No changes came. I think what was needed was a little bit of a reprogramming from the manager. Get them down the tunnel, feed them some more information, then get them out second half. We started the second half with a bang. We were all over them, and you could tell the goal was coming. And this wasn't usually like me. When I'm watching Arsenal in Champions League, I'm nervous, especially against Bayern Munich. But I'm sitting back, I'm chilling, I'm chatting to chat. I'm just vibing out here, because this is like work. This is the lightest work we've ever had. Yeah, this is the team that's the top of the Champions League. Yeah, but when they come to play Arsenal, that we show them who the big dog is now. That's it. Little bro, sit down now. Bayern Munich ain't nothing. Yeah, we come for them. And yes, they were away from home. They had a fully fit squad, minus Diaz, which was a miss. His own fault. It wasn't an injury. It's his own fault. He got a red card for some stupidness. And we've got a lot of injuries. But again, we see it over the line. And the second goal comes from, so a couple of substitutions came in. And it was surprising from Arteta because, sorry, my glasses are a bit dark and I can't see. But it was surprising because we did have a couple of earlier substitutions. So the earliest one was obviously Madueke come on first half. So he was already warm into the game. And then some of the other subs came later on. But Skelly had to go off in the 68th minute. And Calafiori came on. And Martinelli came on for Saka, which I like to see. Saka getting a break for the weekend. We've got another winger. Get him on. We've got two other wingers. Get him on. Let's save some legs. Let's save some minutes. And Arteta did great in that respect. He even though the game was in the balance, he didn't sit on his laurels. He knew he had the game won. And Madueke, brilliant goal. It was, again, just comes in, just finishes far post. I can't remember who to put the ball in. I will tell you right now. It was Calafiori. So, in that same thing where he's pushing forward, Calafiori, what he's known to do, I think him and Declan Rice, this similar type of player, got that sort of, they can eat up the ground and just gain yards on the pitch. And he obviously puts the ball in. Madueke there, taps it in, scores his first goal for Arsenal. He deserves it. He had a good start to his Arsenal career, got injured, and then look, within two appearances, he scored. So there you go. And it's against Bayern Munich. So that's what we want to see out of him. Doesn't matter how you get your goals, you get them. It's just a nice move. We were hounding them in possession in midfield, and that's how we were getting on. That's how we were unlocking Bayern Munich. And then it was just pure dominance. I'm sitting back chilling. I'm chilling over here. I might as well have a cigar because this game was light work. You know what I mean? Who was it? Slavia Prague or something? No, it's Bayern Munich. Oh, But the third goal was just, I was laughing my head off for Arsenal. Ball goes through. You know, Neuer, he loves to run at a player. He reminds me of, what's his name from Meme Machine? Just an absolute monster running out. And Martinelli absolutely does him a treat. Just dinks the ball round him, runs on and hits it into an open net. Beautiful goal, laughing. And that summed up Neuer's afternoon, if you ask me. He was a bit too keen. They were trying to set up on set pieces to fall over, gain fouls, make it difficult. But yet we opened him up from set pieces, and that kind of capped off his evening. He was caught in no man's land. It's either those ones where the goalie gets it and it's like, oh, brilliant, that was a brilliant bit. But if he misses that, you look like an idiot, and he did. But overall, I'm sat here chilling with the shades on. The shades are gone back on because I'm in holiday mode right now. Yeah, I'm in holiday mode. Arsenal, you're going on with some madness right now. But please, pop that cherry on the cake at the weekend against Chelsea. Please, please, please. Yeah. But look, I'm not gonna gloss over it, and I'm not gonna overhype it. But this is Bayern Munich, top of the Champions League, and we've just made them look meaty. Yeah. We've made them look meaty. It's that simple. And hats off to all the players. I think the only kind of poor performance might have been Skelly, but I'm not holding that against him. He's a young man coming into a big game with not a lot of minutes in his legs, but you got to take your opportunities. And I also will say this scoreline could have been a lot worse. We had a lot of opportunities. Moreno had two-headed opportunities, I think. Eze with that opportunity. I think Mosquera had an opportunity, even though I can't really blame him because it was right in front of Neuer. So overall, 3-1's not a bad result. I was happy to lose this. Not happy, but happy to take a loss and take it on the chin, or a draw. But we managed to pull it out of the bag. But anyway, the shades are on, okay? Because we're serious, yeah? And people are going to watch this and know we're serious. But let's talk about some of the other results, because I don't want to do another video. We're just going to, because this is standard for Arsenal now. You got to expect it, yeah? So some of the other big scorelines from the day was obviously Atletico Madrid beat Inter Milan. I couldn't watch these games because I'm watching my own game, but just from the scoreline and the gravity of what's going on right now, Atletico Madrid got a last-minute winner against Inter Milan. Big win, big win. We'll mention the Real Madrid score against Olympiacos, who we beat, earlier on in the season. Didn't have no trouble. They beat them 4-3. Mbappe scored 4 goals, but that's a meaty performance, if you ask me. They should not be conceding 3 goals. That is a meaty performance. I'm not worried about Real Madrid. They got moments players, and Liverpool beat them. Another big result of the day was PSG 5, Tottenham 3. Now, I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah? I don't think that's a hugely bad result for Tottenham. You want to win those games, of course. But when you actually... You only lost by 2 goals. You scored 3 goals against them. So you got that in the bag. It was just keeping them out at the other end. And apparently there was a couple of Worldies game. It doesn't matter. For me, they are Champions League winners. Tottenham have just made it to the Champions League. I don't want to give advice to Tottenham, but I got Tottenham people in my community, and I said the same thing. Tottenham have just got to keep aiming for top 4 and consistently throughout the seasons to attract better players to then move up the brackets a little bit more. At the minute, you got to expect these results. We used to get them all the time. You think, oh, okay, we got a chance against these. Now we hadn't. They bomb us off the field. So I don't think that's a bad performance. But the bad performance probably has to be the Liverpool result. Liverpool were at home against PSV, and they lost 4-1, guys. Let me say that again. Liverpool were at home at Anfield, and they lost 4-1 to PSV. And they had the full Avengers out. They had everyone there. Everyone. And they lost 4-1. And my opinion is, you could blame the manager. You could blame. I don't care. Yeah. There's enough quality on that pitch to get a result against PSV at home. You can blame the bloody manager. I don't care. I'm not having that. The players have to accept some responsibility. No matter how bad he sets you up, you are not that meaty. you've got some world-class talents in that squad. They should be whooking this side. So I don't want to hear this manager fodder, yeah? Because, okay, he can take some of the blame, but the players have to accept some accountability for this, because that's poor. That's poor for the Liverpool fans. And I'm calling it how it is, yeah? Those fans travel up on a cool night to Liverpool, yeah, to go see their meaty side get beat 4-1. Are you mad? That's nothing to do with the manager. That's the players' commitment, the drive, the ambition. Maybe it's all gone from winning the league. Maybe you've got a couple of these, you know, Virgil and Virgil van Dijk and Salah. They're at the end of their careers kind of thing. And they're kind of going, you know, maybe the burning desire's gone. You know, because you got Van Dijk out here kind of getting mouthy with certain man them like Rooney and other people. And it's like, your head's gone, bruv. Your head's not in the game, is it? That is the meaty performance, and I will not accept it's all on the manager. It's not all on the manager. The players need to perform, and it's that simple. But that was me from the outside that didn't watch the game. But I don't need to watch the game to see Liverpool losing 4-1 is diabolical from their players. Diabolical. But anyway, that wraps up my sort of Champions League sort of match preview. Not a big one because, look, this is like work now for Arsenal. This is like work now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know what I mean? I was doing 20-minute match previews on just Arsenal alone. Yeah, I don't need to. This is a meaty side. Get this Bayern Munich out of here. Get back to Germany, but I don't want to hear nothing. Move, man. Chatting like you can do something. Oh, Elise. Oh, Harry Kane. No. I forgot about that guy. I didn't even talk on Bayern Munich because there's no reason to. Elise ghosted. Yeah. Harry Kane. Who? Where was he? We made him look old, bruv. He knows now. He's not in the game anymore. Because we're at the pinnacle now, on the cusp of hopefully winning something. And we made him look so slow and sluggish. He looked like I can't remember him taking too many touches, bruv. And remember, we got Mascara out there. Not our best defense. We've got Saliba. And I remember when Harry Kane, he sort of turned Saliba one time. And he got 2-3 yards on him. And Saliba just ran back past him. It was like, nah, this guy's gone. He's only good in the box now. Or defended. I remember one time there was him and 2 other players on Saka. Nah, bruv. But anyway, guys, if you like the videos and everything, if you could like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Everyone's welcome to their opinion. And if you could, hit that notification button because we will be live again for the Chelsea game on Sunday. Be there, be square, banter me, or rave with me when we beat Chelsea. Peace and love, man. See you on the next one.